can't stress how much I enjoyed Friday Night Smackdown this week. It was, it was just wicked. There's just some real unexpected stuff, as well as great wrestling. I can't believe how since the draft that WWE Smackdown has been pretty much unmissable. And in this day and age, like, for a wrestling show to be unmissable is quite an achievement. It just has all bases covered. Wrestlers on there get pushed like how they should. They're allowed time to wrestle. The skits are kept to a minimum, but yet they're still moderately entertaining. It was a good show. It's just starting off with Jeff Hardy coming out with an eye patch on. By the way, I think he's been a bit of a dick in kayfabe terms, to be fair. But yeah, the Jeff Hardy CM Punk feud is just awesome. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I enjoyed Jeff Hardy's match with Kane to open it. What was going through my head was when Kane was first on Raw and he squashed both the Hardy Boys. That was going through my head during this match. I thought it was quite a good match. And CM Punk causing Kane to win. And then there's skits with like John Morrison and Teddy Long, with Morrison kind of buddying up with Teddy Long in a way, so he could get a title shot, but not being too much of a dick about it. He's quite likeable as a face, you know. I wasn't sure about him as a face, but he is a likeable guy. And yeah, Dolph Ziggler coming out of the closet. That's not very family friendly, is it? You know, there was a few things on the show that made me think, they're really subverting their PG-13 rating or whatever it is. But yeah, Ziggler against Morrison was quite entertaining. I think the right guy won that. You know, I mean, they're both going to get pushed either way, what happens. Yeah. Oh, that Pretty Ricky thing. I think a lot of people are overreacting about Pretty Ricky. Right, Ron Killing's new kind of character, R-Truth thing. I mean, that skit, to me, it was quite entertaining. It did remind me of, like, Borat or something, you know, but, yeah, it's just, like, to me, it shows that, like, Ron Killings can use his personality and, like, have these characters. I'm thinking it's going to go the way of, like, Dude Love, how, like, that was an alter ego for Mick Foley that might just get occasionally used. But if he's gonna like be using that character all the time, I don't know what's gonna happen. Whether it be a heel or a face or just be a comedy jobber. But either way, I like to see him have his personality used, and quite interested where it's gonna go from there. Oh God, yeah. One of the biggest things that shocked me on this episode was the CM Punk promo on Jeff Hardy, where he like totally brought up all the wellness strikes that Jeff Hardy's violated, and to me that really shocked me. I just didn't think they'd mention that kind of thing on WWE programming, but this feud's like really messed up, and it's one that the fans are really into, and I haven't seen that in years from any feud in WWE. You know, like the crowd's still pretty much mixed for CM Punk, but he is getting more boos than cheers. Well, probably because he's against Jeff Hardy. But it's bringing out so much morals and values. Like the whole eye injury with CM Punk. I think it's been booked really well, and his character development's going excellently. This is a far cry from last year, how he was being used then. But yeah, this is like one of the feuds that's really grabbed my interest in wrestling at the moment. CM Punk and Jeff Hardy. I thought it'd be interesting if they did have a feud somewhere down the road, but I didn't really think they'd go with it like this, you know, mentioning his wellness strikes. you know. And another thing that brings me to is like on Raw with MVP and Jack Swagger, like mentioning MVP's past. This is good. This kind of, it does remind me a bit of like how in the Attitude Era they'd have like semi kind of shoot things revealing real life or whatever. But I like it a lot, you know. This feud with Punk and Hardy's really getting some emotions out of the crowd. Did you hear the bullshit chant at the Bash? You haven't had anything like that in years with WWE show. But yeah, I'm really loving that feud. I'm hoping their match will be good. Night of Champions, I'm sure it will be. It's the right kind of opponents. The Heart Foundation are on there against Crime Time. Crime Time don't annoy me as much these days. It's really bizarre. But yeah, I kind of wish the Heart Foundation would get some time to talk about why they're there, as in the guys and stuff. I guess that'll come within time. Yeah. And also, as the main event, Rey Mysterio against Jericho. That was just fucking awesome having a match like that on free TV. That is just so good. Almost as good as their Bash match, I'd say. It's fucking excellent. What more can you ask for, really? Just a real great quality wrestling match. And to me, there wasn't anything that bad on this show. I mean, Great Khali against CM Punk. I would have liked to see CM Punk against someone better, but it was alright for what it was, served a purpose. But the end of the Jericho Mysterio match really was great, with Dolph Ziggler running down. Now that's how you elevate someone, have him mixed with like some main eventers like Edge and Jericho, beating him down so he can beat up Mysterio, and the announcers are like, what the fuck is he doing this for? Blah, 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 blah. That is a good way of pushing someone, and you don't get that on Raw or anything. And you would never have got DX doing that when they reformed a few years ago. They fucking sucked. But major props to Jericho and Edge. I'm interested to see where the unified tag title's gonna go. Edge is injured and stuff. But yeah, that's a way to fucking push someone. So SmackDown gets a major thumbs up from me. I really love this show. And it makes me think that, oh, fuck it, I can miss Raw or whatever, you know, as long as I catch SmackDown, because it's a great show. But yeah, just looking forward to see what happens with all the storylines evolving from it. WWE are doing a very good job with that show. Alright, that's just some thoughts from me.